Hey guys, the video that you're about to watch is a final board and train session video. The way that I usually set up my board and trains is that I will set the training up in advance so that way the dog has enough time to finish. With this situation, come here, bub. You wanna come with me? Let's go for a walk. Come on, let's go. With Tex, who the video is about, this one was set up, they already had travel planned. So it was a kind of one-off type thing. And so what I want people to understand is that when I'm doing a off-leash immersion program, especially as it relates to like reactivity or aggression, I usually set these things up in a 4 or 6 week program. But if I have an owner that's really savvy and physically able to do all the things that I'm asking them to do, then I'll do less board and train and more private lessons, okay? The reason for that is A, budget. It's a little cheaper for them to do that. And B, I want to make sure that they get as much rehearsal of these behaviors as possible, okay? And I want to make sure that they understand the communication system. They understand how to build the environment in a way that's conducive to the dog actually getting, really clearly understanding everything, that they know how to turn off pressure, they know how to give a correction, they know how to pay the dog either in place or on them or out in front of them. And I want to make sure that they know how to take that understanding and take it out into the world where there's lots and lots of cool distractions, where the dog's going to want to kind of blow them off a little bit. Okay, so this last session that we just did, all we're doing right now is just literally just taking a walk. He has a slip lead on, he's got his e-collar on, but we're not using it. We're just kind of chilling right now. So this last session before Chris picks him up is really the deepest that we've gotten into the e-collar stages, okay? Here's why this is important. When you're doing e-collar training, it's really important that you acclimate the dog and get them comfortable with the tool, with the weight and the pressure of it, so that way they're not just listening because it's on. They're not just paying attention to the fact that there's this novel thing. So that way, whenever you take it off, they don't think that they just don't have to listen anymore. The second part of that is going to happen at the very end, which is coming up probably in the next couple weeks, when you give the dog a command and they're off leash, probably somewhere close, like in your front yard or something like that, and they blow you off. And it's not a dangerous thing, it's not too crazy, but they blow you off and you go, okay, we got to put the e-collar on. Okay, so what they start to realize is that you're willing and able to use it during times that they're not complying. And so that allows you eventually to be able to fade it out. And that's not like the most important thing. It's not my number one priority that you fade the collar out. But for some people, that's what they want to do. They want to get the dog to the point where they're completely naked. And that's how you would do that. And in my opinion, if a dog trainer is going to learn how to do this stuff, they also need to learn how to fade out commands and fade out pressure. That's a big old stick. They need to learn how to all their little markers and everything, because eventually you just want the dog to exist with you, to go away from you, to come back to you again, and to listen, you know? So the importance of this video is that it's the last chance that I get by ourselves here. And if he has a boarding in the future, I'm happy to go do a little refresher for them, but I don't think he's gonna need it. So this is a dog that when I came into their home, I was literally just setting up my tripod and he nailed me in my butt cheek, okay? So it's very important that a dog like that understands the value, come on, bub, the value of acceptance and inevitability. There are certain things that you must accept that are completely inevitable, that you cannot change, okay? One of those things is trucks. You've noticed there's a street right here. There's a reason I'm walking it. There's a concept where he's kind of coming off the road a little bit because there's a truck going past. And what I've been doing is just saying free and just, you know, letting him do whatever, give the truck space. Now I'm literally just going, nope, we're just going to keep on walking. We don't need to change direction. We don't need to give you space from it. You just have to deal with it. And he's doing fine. He kind of lags a little bit sometimes or puts on the brakes, but otherwise he's been doing really good. So anyway, the purpose of me saying all this is it's really important to know why we train, how we train. And I think it would surprise people to know that I don't just use it as pressure, I also use it as punishment, and the dog loves it. So when you watch the video, you'll be like, wait, what? That's a 40 on the e-collar? That seems kind of high, right? But what he's looking for, what a dog like this is looking for, is clarity, right? No one's ever been clear with them. So I ultimately think that what actually makes a dog happy, just like it does with people, is not the freedom to do whatever you want, is the freedom to do what you want within a kind of a structural boundary, okay? This is why people who have some sort of moral code that they live by tend to be happier people, and they're funner to be around. People that are morally depraved and they just kind of do whatever they want to, they're kind of miserable to be around, and they're kind of selfish, you know? So there's a lot of different things that you could take out of that, but ultimately I want the dog to understand that my clarity is just going to net you more payment. So you'll see a couple times on the video where I tested his baseline. It was a 20. All right. So a 20 is probably one of the first levels that I can even feel on the e-collar. All right. Usually it's like a 16. So it's very low, very almost imperceptible by a lot of people. So 20, and there was high distractions. He had all this stuff that he was sniffing. It was our spot that we usually go to play. So he was actually kind of worked up a little bit and kind of excited, and he's sniffing around, and I go, okay, now that I know his baseline is 20 and I know what phase we're in training, now I'm going to double that. Okay. Here is why. Whenever I teach a dog, for example, right now, I want him to lay down, and I'm literally just giving him spatial pressure to lay down, and then I dropped that leash, okay? So I can't touch the leash anymore. So I can still rely on the e-collar for control, but I know I'm not gonna need to. So ultimately, okay, you're seeing some kids run around over there. Leave it. Good job, buddy. Good boy. So ultimately, if I don't have the ability to reach out and touch the dog and say, hey, what are you doing? Hey, give an interruption in thought process, then what's going to happen is he's going to learn consistently that I'm not paying super close attention. All right. That's bad. I need to make sure that he understands 100% of the time that I tell you to do something, you must do it. Even if the leash is dragging and the end of the leash is 20 feet away from me, I can still reach out and touch you. A lot of times people do this too soon. All right. Or not at all. So they'll do it early on in the training process, and they'll just correct the dog for doing really anything that they don't want him to do. But the dog doesn't know how to turn off that. They don't know where to go with that energy, that motivation that you're tapping through the e-collar. So they just freak out and they run all over the place, and people are calling me going, yeah, I think we messed up. And I said, you probably did. All right. When you do it this way, I'm going to quote Larry Crone for a second. When you do it this way, you're going to mess up. I'm going to mess up. The dog is going to mess up. But if you do it how I teach, then you're not going to mess up the dog. And I follow Larry's, his sit, stay, learn program is absolutely fantastic. It's very clear. It's very straightforward. He says things that you should do, that you shouldn't do. And it's actually pretty short too. I think it's less than an hour, and it's a great e-collar program. So I don't use the e-collar for everything. I use it for recall, and that's pretty much it. I might use it every once in a while to just correct for a known, if he just blows me off on a known behavior, I might give him a little low stem just to say, hey, I can still reach out and touch you, but I very rarely do that. It's mainly with recall. The reason that this type of training is really valuable for a dog like Tex is that he really needs to go blast energy into the environment, and then he needs to be able to blow energy into me. And if he's going to be able to do that off leash, then it's going to be much more effective. He's going to get a lot more biological fulfillment, and that is medicine for a aggressive and reactive dog. So whereas before people would say, you know, don't off leash train an aggressive reactive dog, that's dangerous. I think that you must actually off leash train an aggressive reactive dog, or else they're always going to be that way. You're always going to be waiting for a loaded cannon to go off. I trust this dog implicitly, and I would say his owners do too. He's just been so much better. Everything all around has just been really good. So when you watch this video, you're going to see that he's going towards the road, not like super fast. He's continuing to move forward. I tell him no. I tap the e-collar at a 40. He turns right back around. There's no yelping. There's no screaming. There's no jerking of his head. Okay. Why is that? Because when the arousal is that high, then you must override that level of arousal. So if his arousal's here, then I tap just above that, then he's going to feel this like he did a 10 when we were first conditioning, okay? Because of the arousal. So just for example, I told him to come here. He kept walking towards those bushes. I told him no. I gave him one tap. Okay, you can lay down if you want. Good job, buddy. So usually I'm not micromanaging every single little behavior. I just want to make sure that the dog understands I'm going to be really clear with you When you do what I ask you to do, it's going to be worth it. When you don't do what I ask you, I'm not going to make it suck necessarily, but you're not going to love it, you know? It's just not going to get you what you want, you know? So yeah, I'm really proud of them. Really proud of Jen and Chris. They're kicking ass and taking names and doing really good. They also have 2 other dogs that he lives in the home with, and he's doing great with them. And they're doing a little freedom. They're doing a little play. They're doing their work, and they're allowing him to rest when he needs to. So I look forward to hearing great things from them about this guy. Texas, you're such a good boy. My guy. Come here. Yeah, squishy boy. I love you. I can't believe you bit me. Can you believe that you bit me in the butt? Yeah, you squishy boy. He's so silly. I love him. He just got a bath, so he smells really good. All right, enjoy this video. Hope I didn't repeat myself too much. Love you guys. Talk soon. Hi, what are you doing? Okay, we just got him out here. We just got our, got all of our gear. And we got treats here. Good boy. He's just walking in heel. He's just being such a good boy. You ready? Wait, go get it. Go get that ball. He's a little nervous to drag that leash, but that's a 50-footer. I'm gonna set up my camera over here. We're just gonna do some engagement for a little bit. Do some play before we get to the Ecollar. Yay, good boy! Are you so happy? Look at that happy boy. I love you. You're so good. You wanna play? Do you want to do food work? I have food too. Oh, look at that. Okay. We can do food work. Good boy. Nice job, buddy. Good job. Let's go. Good job. Easy. Good boy. Very nice. Who's that good boy? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to come to a stop right here. Come here. Nope. Good boy. Come up here. Good job. Good. This is without the E-collar. The E-collar is way over there. Beautiful day. The sky is blue. Tex here. Yes. Good boy. Good man. Good job, buddy. You're so good. Free. Come on. Let's go. Good boy. Get that toy. Good job. Good boy. You want to play with this? You go get the toy. You go get it, huh? You sweet bubbles. Go. Get that thing. He said, I think I want to do more food. Yeah. You are excited about food today, huh? You look very fluffy from your bath. Good. Good job, buddy. Okay. Down. No. Good. Notice I'm able to turn my back on him. That's kind of a phase, you know. This time I'm going to give him a little bit more time before I do the recall. Here. Yay, good boy! Good job, buddy. What a good boy. Oh, you feel so good. You feel like a good weight? Yeah, you feel like a good weight, you crazy nut. You crazy nut. Crazy boy. Good boy. Now he's kind of just in a free state. Tex here. Yeah, he has to go pee. I think he probably needs to poop too. Kicky, kicky, kicky. Kicky, kicky, kicky. Yes, good boy. Notice I did not repeat myself. Good job, buddy. And I give the payment before he sits or anything. Okay. So the toy, sometimes if they don't want to play, I'll use the toy to just get them away from me. You ready? You ready? Get that toy. Get it. Get that toy. He just wants to move around a little bit. Good job, buddy. Something stinks really bad. It smells like some burned plastic or something. Yeah, he found the food. Good boy. All right. right, give it just a second. Let him just kind of be away from me for a second. So I want you to notice my spatial pressure too. There's kind of a pull that's going on here. See if he needs to poop too. I'm trying to make allowances for that. Tex here. Yes, good boy. Nice little pull. Just a little bitty pull. Just enough to adjust that speed. Good. Good man. All right, go be a farm dog for a second. Free. Go on. Come on. Good boy. Good job. He's waiting for me to recall now. Here. I won't repeat myself. Yes, good boy. Oh, drag that booty. Oh, yes. Oh, gotta lick the penis. What are you doing? Tex, here. What's wrong? You okay? He's just laying down on the grass. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm gonna move away from him. Come on. What are you doing, little stinky? You a stinky boy? Yes, good boy. Come on. Come on. Tex here. He's blowing me off, okay? So now I'm gonna start using the leash. I'm gonna make it happen. Come on. Yes. Good job. He said, I don't want to run that far, Uncle Matt. Good boy. That's a good boy. That took too long. Good boy. You little stinker. You little stinker butt. Did you go boy? All right. Test that baseline. It is locked. Still from yesterday. So I want you to actually see it. So we're going to test it on like a 2. Nothing. Get out of there. What are you doing? What are you doing, dude? It's hard to tell what your reaction is if you're hiding in bushes. Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. So we're at a 7 here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Tex here. I think he can feel that, but sometimes it's hard to tell. Now I'm going up in double digits because he's eating random stuff off the ground, like sticks. Good. Okay, he definitely felt that. Let me just check and see what his reaction to a 20 is. Tex here. Come on. Yes, good boy. Come on. Yes. No. What are you doing? Huh? Let's see when we definitely have a reaction. Come on. Yes, good boy. That was fairly high. That was fairly high. There's a lot of good distractions out here. My guess is good. My guess is that there's a lot of exclusion happening because of the environmentals. Free. Go on. Go on. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here, you crazy boy. Good boy. Tex here. Tap, 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 tap. I'm moving back. Yes, good boy. Good job, buddy. Yeah, you're kind of blowing me off a little bit. Good. Free. Go around. Go around. Good boy. Zooming around. You got lots of good grass experience here, huh? Okay, we are in proofing level, which means that if he doesn't listen, we're only gonna turn on pressure if he doesn't immediately recall, and it's twice as high as his baseline, okay? Yes, good job. That was no stem at all. Just hitting the end of the leash. Boy, go, go, get out of here. Get out of here, you crazy. Tex here. What are you doing? Yes, good boy. I'm vibrating to speed him up there. Good boy. Good job, buddy. Sometimes I'll just kind of vibrate to add a little speed. Go! Go run! Go run! Go run! Right! What are you doing? What are you doing? You silly boy. You're so silly. You're so silly. Tex here? Yes! No stem needed. Good boy. Good job, buddy. Nice job, bud. Ja, go. Farm dog. Farm dog. Come on. You sure are cute. Yes, you are, you sweet boy. Here you go. Down. Good. Bloop. I like how big his pieces of food are, too. I like the size because you can really plop him down there at the feet and he doesn't like lose track of them. So now we're proofing that down. Tex here. Tap, tap, tap. Yes, good boy. Good job, buddy. All right, so notice I waited a couple seconds there. Down. Good. Lay that on the ground there. Tap. Give him some. I'm just excited to see when Chris comes to pick him up what he does. He's gonna be so freaking excited. Just gonna give him a second to chill. I'm excited for the new boarding place to open up there at Animal Care Center. That'll be kind of cool. All right. Tex here? Yes, good boy. What a good man. You're so mistreated and abused. You have that mean old e-collar on. Oh no. Oh no. He's so unhappy. Yeah, he's so unhappy. Look at that crazy boy. Run, 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 run. Go, 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 go. Good boy. Good job. Very nice. You're so good. Yes. Good boy. Good job. Good. All right, let's go. Come on. Good job. Yeah, you silly pants. You're so silly. You're so silly. What a good looking doggy. What a good looking doggy. Here. Yes, good boy. Good job, buddy. Nice job. Come on. Come on. Yes, good boy. Ooh, something smells real good right there. I'm gonna tap. No. Good job. So notice he recalled on his own, no stem, and then I interrupted the thought process of him eating up whatever was on the left on the ground there. Probably his own food, but still. Now I'm gonna distract him a little bit. Ooh, good one, buddy. Here. Yes. There's your good boy. Nice job, my man. Go. Come on. I want him to feel comfortable being away from me, and that's something that a lot of trainers... Yeah, get that ball. Get that ball. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna go get that ball. Get that ball. You like that? You're kind of weird about it, but that's okay. You ready? You gonna get that thing? You gonna get that thing? You gonna get it? Get it. Get it, you stinker butt. Get it, boy. That's. Get it. Oh, get it. Crazy boy. Good. I throw it over there by the table so I don't forget it. Good boy. Text here. Tap, tap, tap. Boost, boost. Text here. Come on. Vibrate. Yes, he really does not like the vibrate. No. Vibrate, turn back on. And correction. Tap right there. Yep, that was a big one. That was a big boy correction. But he's not shut down. Yeah, he's good. He's happy. Let's go. Clarity. Clarity. It's good stuff, buddy. Good stuff. Yes, good boy. Good job, my man. Good job. Go. Go. Go ahead. You're so handsome. Yeah, you're so handsome. What a good boy. You're so handsome. Yes, you are. All right, we're gonna probably take a little break here in just a second. You wanna go get some breakfast together? Would that be cool with you? Huh? No, leave it. Come on. Good. All right. We're gonna check your equipment real quick. Good man. We're just gonna see if it's still all nice and snug. Okay, I have no idea when my camera turned off, so what I was talking about was the fact that his baseline out here, his working level, that's text right there, is a 20 out here because there's a lot of environmentals, there's buses, there's trucks, there's cars, there's people driving past, there's smells even, like just random stuff. And where I start the e-collar conditioning is usually on asphalt or concrete because I don't want the dog to be excluding all of these inputs that are very valuable that I'm trying to give to him. So the idea here is I want to make sure that I'm being very clear, okay? Clarity becomes a really prized commodity when you're training with your dog, because if you can be clear, then you only say it one time and you don't have to constantly repeat yourself, and the dog knows exactly how they get paid, where they get paid, and when they get paid. And that's all due to those marker words that we build through positive reinforcement. So for any trainers who watch this and they say e-collars are cruel or whatever, it's not about the freaking number that's on the remote. It's about what I see on the dog. Now, he chose that spot and he's laying there, and I'm going to ignore him for a little bit. I'm just going to let him exist. He chose a spot in the shade and he's just taking everything in, and he is killing it right now. And that's something that he would not have been able to do like probably 3 or 4 months ago. Like he probably would have just run off. The first time that I came into his home, he bit me in the ass pretty hard. It wasn't like super duper hard. It wasn't nearly the hardest bite I'd ever had, but his bite inhibition was very low. So it's good to see how free he feels. It's good to see the bond that we've created. Hi. And the only time that we've really spent together is he came for a couple weeks of board and train about a month ago. And then he spent a week at the board and train just now. So now notice he got uncomfortable by that truck. He got up and he said, I'm going to close the distance and I'm just going to get closer to you. That will make me feel better. I didn't call him just then. Okay. Notice how I'm moving away from him. I don't have to have him like always with me. And I don't even have to be looking at him all the time. It's like, just go be a dog for a second. Yeah, good boy. What are you doing, Stinker? What are you doing, Stinker? You're so cute. What I was saying though, come on, before my camera shut off, was that his baseline out here, because of all the distractions, is a level 20, okay? His working level. So there comes a point in training, if you're gonna use pressure, that you have to fade that pressure out just like you do with food, with commands, with markers, just to create a knowing that this is just how things are all the time. Now, I'm not doing anything. He's just falling into heel. Like, this is just us coexisting together, okay? Free. Go around. You go around. So his baseline out here is a 20. All right, that's pretty high, honestly. But he's got a lot of fur. He just had a bath and a blowout at the vet. So his corrective level, which means it's going to be higher than baseline, is a 39 or a 40. Okay. The point is, though, I don't use this unless he says, I could wait for a little bit. So if I say Tex here, yes, and he comes, I don't do anything. And he just gets paid. He just gets paid like a good boy. Go around. Good boy. Okay, gonna do it again. Tex here. Yes, good boy. Good man. Look at a happy boy. Good job, buddy. And all I'm doing is working him with kibble. I don't ever use treats and physical touch. Treat, toy, touch. Free. Go around. Go. There we go. Tex here. Tap, tap, because he blew me off. Yes, boy. Good boy. And I give a little spatial pull here. Okay. So those auditory exclusion moments where he doesn't immediately turn around, he gets a little tap. Okay. Yeah. Now he knows. Now him knows. Good boy. Go. And we've done this before, so this isn't the first time he's experienced it. Go on. He likes that game. It's kind of like a little game of tag. Good boy. He wants to rest for a little bit. That's fine. So I'm not super controlling or like micromanaging about where he is physically. And he appreciates that. You can tell. He's just kind of like enjoying himself. What do you think, buddy? You're so handsome. I'm actually going to just walk right past him and see what he thinks about it. But this is the answer. Notice I'm not marking or rewarding because he put himself into the down. There was literally no expectation there. Like, I didn't tell him to do it. He chose it on his own. Go! Right here. Tex here. Yes, good boy. I'm gonna vibrate to speed him up. Nope. Good job. That was a one tap correction there. Good job. Just turn him right around. Yes, I understand that. Good boy. You're so handsome. All right, come on, let's go. You come lay in the grass for a little bit. Okay, that's a good spot too. What are you doing? Oh, the goodest boy in the whole world. Look at that. He got a little hot spot right there on his left or his right knee. Good job, my man. I love you. You just gonna lay there? You just gonna be a good boy? Oh, yes. I love you, sweet boy. I sure do. All right, we're gonna let him chill for a little bit. So anyway, if you're a balance trainer, if you're someone who wants to use the e-collar, just remember that there does come a point, and it's not very far in, that the dog needs to understand this e-collar goes up, and you need to use that extra range and make sure that you interrupt the thought process of him just kind of blowing you off. What I mean by that is there's kind of a continuum of how you use pressure in dog training. In the beginning, you use pressure before the command so that the dog acknowledges there is pressure actually happening right now. And then the command gives the dog a way to turn off the pressure. Okay? So pressure before the command, pressure during the command. So I might say, Tex here, and apply pressure at the same time. Sorry, you can keep laying down. I might say the recall and do the stem at the same exact time. And I want the dog to obviously come back. I mark it, I release the pressure as soon as he starts to recall to me, and then I mark and reward. If he gets distracted or whatever, I say no, I reapply the pressure, and then he comes right on back to me, I mark and reward, okay? Eventually, probably within the next couple of reps, I'm gonna say Tex here, and I'm not going to stem unless he doesn't immediately come, all right? And then I might give him a couple more seconds after that as we go. So that's the thing is, I think that the whole point of dog training is to fade out your words, to fade out your leash pressure, to fade out your e-collar, your static pressure. I don't know what you would call that, electric pressure. So if I don't use punishment at some point, then I cannot do that. But the punishment that we're talking about is what you've seen 5 or 6 different times here, where it's literally just going, hey, dude, tap, tap. It's just a kind of like a tap on the shoulder, but it's higher than the baseline stem, okay? Same thing is on the leash. If I come to a stop 1,000 times and my expectation is that the dog sits, at some point, if I stop and he doesn't sit, I'm gonna give a leash pop. And from that point on, he's gonna go, okay, when we come to a stop, we sit, even if there's a motorcycle going past, even if there's a dog walking past or coming up into our space. So what that does is it interrupts the thought process enough to say, okay, this same behavior that we have trained applies in every scenario, okay? Pretty simple, pretty easy. And the emotional blowback argument is because there are people who cannot train very well on the Ecollar, all right? 40 is not a high number, but to me, on my fingers, it would probably be kind of brutal if I felt that. But that's where his arousal is right now. That's what will interrupt that thought process. More importantly, as we get acceptance with higher distances, durations, and distractions, with having to do that same behavior, then we also get more freedom, and we can do more stuff, and we can do more biological fulfillment. And the time that we save by being willing to use pressure and being willing to use punishment and actually being able to go and do things authentically with our dogs is everything. I mean, I'm talking 6 to 12 months worth of time that you save there, where the dog, you immediately say, hey, this is how I want this relationship to go. You're being very clear, you're not wasting time, and more importantly, you can actually give the biological fulfillment that the dog needs. That's what I'm proud of his parents for, is that they have really been consistent. They've really been accepting of the advice that has been given. And yeah, you can see it on the dog. He's just cool. He's such a cool dog. And he used to not be super cool. That's rude. I fell off. I fell off the bench. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at that good guy. Look at that good guy right there. Oh, I'm so proud of you, dude. Are you so happy? You getting some good sniffs in, bud? Yeah, you finding all those kibbles that we dropped yesterday, huh? Come here. Oh, goodness. Come here. Good job. No. Good job, buddy. All right, guys. I'm gonna go hit the bathroom. We're probably gonna grab some breakfast really quick, and then I'm gonna hang out and chill with this guy until Chris gets here for pickup. But I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have any questions, you can DM me, you can email me. All my information is on the Allegiant Canine website. My cell is 615-821-8100. My email is matt@allegiantcanine.com. If you have questions, just ask them. If you're a force-free trainer and you have criticisms, I'm open to it. You know, I think that there's a lot of misunderstanding and there's a lot of hatred, and I'm just not that guy. You won't get that from me. I also will protect my peace, and if you say something rude, I'll let you know that that was very rude and that there's a different way to say that, but I'll probably still answer your question, because there's a lot of questions that come out of an evil spirit or a hateful spirit that still need to have answers, you know? So I'm open to it. I love everybody. Even if people completely hate me, I don't have, there's nothing that I can do or change. There's nothing I should do or change in a lot of situations, but I'm also open to change. And that's how I was able to get to the point of being able to rehab a German Shepherd like this that really was dangerous. I mean, super duper dangerous. And he's had a couple weeks of board and train, we did a few private lessons, a couple weeks of board and train, a couple more private lessons. This was a week of board and train. And then we have a couple more private lessons just to get him really trustworthy out in the world, so that mom and dad really know how to handle all of this stuff. But they're already doing awesome. They've demonstrated from the very beginning that they can, and that they will, and that they're willing to do their homework. So anyway, guys, love all of you. If you're watching this, it's probably because you love dogs, and keep loving dogs. Keep doing things that get dogs homes. I always say adopt, don't shop, but if you're gonna shop from a breeder that actually does their homework. He obviously, his nerves, when I first met him, he was not a well-bred dog. But that's the thing is, even a not very well-bred dog can be an excellent companion, an excellent pet. Tex here? Come on, bub. No, come on. He's like, oh, good boy. Yeah, he saw me closing the distance. Come on, Boogie Woogie. See the remote? Yeah, you got pee. The remote's all the way over there on the table. What are you doing? You just chilling? Yeah, get out of here. Tex here? Yes, good boy. Oh my gosh. Does it work? Yeah, it works. Good job. And eventually the goal is to fade off the e-collar altogether and to be able to put it on him during times that he needs to have a correction possible. Therefore, obedience is probable, builds that acceptance, but also to be able to fade that out and have times where he doesn't even need to wear it. Yeah, you silly boy. You're so silly. I love you. All right, we're gonna go chill. Love you guys. Talk soon. So the last thing that I wanted to talk about is the reintegration into the home and how you get the dog from the point of going corrective to being completely off leash with no tools and no leash, okay? For the next week, I'm gonna have Chris and Jen do walks with the leash in hand and the e-collar in the hand, and if he makes mistakes, he gets a corrective stimulation. So not at working level, but double that, okay? Or maybe just slightly higher. The idea is I don't want the dog going every time he gets a correction. I literally just want him to go, you know, I didn't like that. I perceive that as a correction. I need to stop messing up, okay? So week 1, you're gonna have the leash in hand with the e-collar remote in your other hand. Week 2, you're gonna have the leash on your hip. And remember, as many reps as possible that you can put in, the better, even if it's cold. Something with Tex specifically that I saw happening a lot is I think that whenever a car has passed, you have made him go off into the grass, or at least you've allowed it. I don't do that. I just keep on walking. Even if there's a car coming up from behind us, I was just making him walk with me. And while I was making that video, it happened a couple times where he wanted to go off into the grass behind me. And I said, nope. And I just popped him and I said, let's go. And we just kept on walking, and eventually he just walked with the car, and he would be like, oh God, I'm gonna die. And then he would be like, oh, everything's fine. I don't need to worry about this anymore. So week 1, leash in the hand. Week 2, leash on the hip. Week 3, the leash is dragging. If you wanna let him drag the long leash for the first part of the week and the short leash the second part of the week, that's fine. And then week 4, no leash at all. And you can pick the areas and times that you do that. Obviously stay safe, do it to your comfort level, and I can help you with that. I owe you a couple more private lessons, so I'm gonna help you guys with that transition process. And what you'll start to realize is that it's less about control and more about connection, and using space and spatial pressure to create a vacuum to pull him into your space instead of trying to control him. You'll have to start engaging your other senses as well, which is why it's important to listen for the jingles of his collar and things like that. You can tell when he's lagging or when he's speeding up or he gets distracted by something, and you go, no. You give him a correction, you tap the vibration to speed him up. So I'll help you with all that stuff. That's a whole other module, but he absolutely killed it today. You'll see from this video of him meeting Chris that he was just super excited. And I did give him 1 e-collar tap whenever he jumped up on Chris and he was being a little bit too much. And I said, no, you're not allowed to do that anymore, because that's one of his big target behavior, or his problem behaviors, is putting his hands up on people when he's not supposed to. So it's that kind of like desperate separation anxiety type crawling up you. And I gave him a correction for it, and he stopped doing it. And then immediately after that, we just let the slip lead go. He was just off leash. He was ready to get out of there. So really good stuff. Very, very proud of these owners. Very proud of Tex. And I hope you guys have a great week. Hope you had a good vacation, and we'll talk soon. We got a couple more private lessons left. Talk soon. All right, I see Chris right there. Hey, who's that? Who's that guy right there? Huh? Call him. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Is that Daddy? Say hi.
Hi, Tex.
Good job,
He's like,
buddy.
Who are you? Oh my
Oh,
God.
Dad.
Hi, big
Oh
boy.
my goodness.
Hey, boy.
Oh, so happy.
Hi, bud.
Get him, Bubba.
Oh, you're so nice
Oh,
and clean,
I
too.
know. I told you. I
Oh,
told
boy.
you. Good boy. What do you think about that? Get him. Get him! Don't get his jeans all dirty, you crazy boy.
Filthy.
Easy. Oh,
It's okay.
there you go.
Good boy.
Good job. Where you parked at?
Just right there.
Okay, cool. Off. All right, next time you do it, you're gonna get zapped. Yep, don't do it. I'll
No
get
jumps.
you.
Good boy.
Good boy. You ready to go load up? Yeah, you ready? Let's roll, Bubba. Easy. Good.
Good job.
Walk with your pops.
Come on, bud.
Good job. No, easy. Tex, stay with your dad. There you go. Good boy. He's so happy. Oh my gosh.
Good job.
Oh
Yeah, you
my
get to go
gosh.
home.
Are you so pumped?
Yeah, how
Are
did
you
he
so
do?
pumped?
It seemed like he
Amazing.
did great.
I mean,
yeah.
he doesn't really need the leash. He's just dragging it for,
Oh, good.
you know,
boy.
because he's out here.
Yeah, yeah.
Come here, Boogie Woogie. Which one is yours?
This one right here.
Okay, go ahead and load him up. Good boy. Did they give you his food already?
Oh, you know what? No, I didn't get any of
Okay.
that.